Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another footy talk. What's what you telling me, fam?
Yeah, man. It's D-Day this weekend. It's D-Day. So we're here, man. You telling me?
I'm calm, bro. Listen, you man got a big statement to make, blood. Do you know what I mean? It's do or die for you, man. I can't even lie. I'm looking at the table right now, and it's like, boy, being the home team, you have to win that game, bro. Like, this is the definition of a must win. Do you know what I'm saying? If you don't win that game, boy, whole season's looking spooky, brother. I can't lie.
I have to rely on Arsenal and them, man. At the Etihad. That's where it will come down to. And even then, Arsenal win. We're still gonna say it would be drawn on points on goal difference, and this is still a bit dead.
And their
Me,
goal difference is decent, bro.
I'm team get it done yourself in it. Like I'm not on the
Mm.
yeah. Obviously, when you're watching the game, you want an up to beat City in it. You want someone to make your job easier, but more time it's still in our hands. You know what I'm saying? And I was speaking to a couple of the Arsenal fans on my own channel. Pick them up, by the way, and obviously they were like, "We don't have to go to the Etihad and win. Like if we draw." I said, "Stop all that. Stop all that. You're in a title race. If you want to go and win the Prem, you're gonna have to win games at places where you don't win. It's as simple as that." You know what I'm saying? City fans are looking at Anfield. They've never won at Anfield with fans in the stadium. I think apart from that one when they beat us in COVID, City have never beaten us at Anfield. City fans are going to Anfield looking for a win. They're not looking at that fixture going, well, if we draw the game, it's not the end of the world. Nah, bro. Title winning mentality. We need to go and win. How else do you expect to do things that are outside of the ordinary? You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Not to win at these stadiums.
Yep, because City won't be going to Anfield saying, yo, we never win here. We'll take a draw. City are going to Anfield for blood. That's what they're going there for. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you want to win the league, you have to do it in places that you don't do it. And I said the same thing for Arsenal, yeah? If they don't beat City at the Etihad, forget about the league title. Forget about it, bro. Because in order to get to do things that you ain't done before, you know what I mean, to get to places you ain't got to before, you have to do things you ain't done, bro. This is just what it is. If they don't beat City at the Etihad, they ain't got a chance of winning the title, bro. Like they know that. And the same goes for you. Like if you can't beat Man City at your gaff, forget about it. Because the confidence that City are gonna get, yeah, from beating you at your place, yeah, considering you're saying they never beat you there, yeah, bro, that's not a battery that you want to put in their back, bro.
Even the draw, like I'm not like me. For me, it has to be a win. If we draw, I'm vexing it. I'm vexed if we draw. And man, I go, but it's City, man. What drawing against City, bro? I'm vexing it. Like I'm hot. Even when we played them at the Etihad and we scored late on, we actually had another chance to win it. And even though City were the better team at the Etihad, I was vexed that we drew that game as well. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Man City, bro, you need to one-up them in any way possible. Steal a man's gal if you have to. One-up them in any way, bro. Because any little, as you said, any little boost of confidence that they get, hey, man, it can be a long day going forward.
100%.
And they won every game in 2024 apart from Chelsea.
I think so. How are the injuries looking for you lot? Because I know Salah was out. Obviously Nunes is back. Trent's been out.
The man them. To be fair, a lot of the guys are back. If we're talking Trent, Curtis, well, listen, Jota's needs collapsed in it. His knees collapsed in it, so he's done out. Jones, either side of the international break. Same with Trent. Same with Alisson. But we're not going to see them for for the first Manchester game. I believe. I don't think we see them for the first game at Old Trafford against City. We've got Endo back. We've got Nunes back. We've got Salah back in contention. He's travelled with the squad today as well. So, and Gravenberch, I believe, is back as well. So and Szoboszlai. So that's 5 man. That's 5 man better than we were last week.
Yeah, but they're not going to be fit sharp coming to a game like City. You can't risk someone like Sobo that's been out for a minute. Salah might start on the intimidation thing, but he's not going to be a start.
No. Yeah. Salah he will start. That right wing has been juice that's hella bin juice over there, bro. So that right wing's been I don't even want to say binge juice. That's a bit disingenuous. Bradley's done his thing there, innit? But like, I think sometimes we get a little bit caught up in the now and don't understand what we can easily possess. Like, it's cool going on a nice run of 4 games, playing well when you're winning, bro. But if you notice the way Liverpool are winning at times, it's great and it's great.
But you're scrambling though. You're scraping victories.
Yeah, and it's not because the players aren't good enough. It's because, bro, when you have 7 bona fide starters out the team, there's gonna be a drop off, bro. Right. No one's invincible, but there's gonna be a drop off. Like, just the distance that we're winning by, it was poor in the first half when we came back against Luton. Now it's a 99th minute winner. I don't know if we're going to be so lucky in the next game, especially when it's against Man City. So now get the big boys back. You know, you get it. Salah came back for 70 minutes against Brentford and fucked them up, bro. Fucked them up. Didn't look like he'd been missing, even though he'd not played for 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I have no doubt that Salah, personally, bro, I think Salah's been good for a minute, innit? And same with Nunes. Not 100% good, but I feel like Klopp's looked at the opposition game by game and thought, nah, we can get through that with these, man. You can get through that with these, man. Because Trent and Sobbo got injured. They got reoccurring injuries. And now Trent's got the whole, you know, the big boy leg brace, the big thing that goes on your from the thigh to the ankle, bro. Trent's got one of them now. So I feel like man have learned their lesson and gone, cool. Some of these men are cool to play. There was some stuff about Sobbo's like having a disagreement with the medical staff because he believed he was well enough to play since the final, by the way, since the Carabao Cup final. And obviously Salah, Klopp said in the presser that Salah thinks he's fine, but we know he needs a bit longer, kind of thing. So them man feel like, bro, some of them man are ready to play, man. But now, again, against City, if we played Dan's and them, man, and McConnell, Clark, and any of the other NPCs, brother, we're holding 5 in our backyard, bro.
Yeah, you won't play them guys. You know what it is? Just for the psychological edge, your manager knows that he can't give City any sort of hope in that regard. So even if players aren't 100% sharp, if he's going to risk them, it will be in this game. It will be in this game, man. But to a lesser extent, to what I was seeing at Man United, it's just like when we went on that run of games. I think we won 5 or 6 in a row, bro, but we weren't playing well. And I said, yo, it's only a matter of time before we buck up on the wrong person. And then it happened to be Fulham, and then City collapsed us, innit? And when I look at the way you man have been winning games recently, yeah, regardless of injuries, yeah, it's got to be a concern, bro. Bucking up on Man City, who are just always finding a way, bro. Even when City aren't playing well, yeah, there's a City that aren't playing well, and there's everyone else ain't playing well. City not playing well means that, like, cool, they're keeping the ball and they're downloading information, but soon enough they're gonna crack the code. You know what I mean? That's what City are. City's thing is just a bit different. Like I was saying to Northside yesterday, City have way too many automatic players, bro. You know, like that. Like Liverpool got Mo Salah, he's automatic, bro. Everyone else is kind of like, all right, how they're feeling on the day, bro. City got players like Rodri, automatic. It don't matter who he's playing, how many games he's played, how many games into the season. Phil Foden's like that now. Bernardo's like that. Do you know what I mean? KDB is hit and miss, but he's more hits than... Yeah, he's more hits than misses, bro. When I say automatic, yeah, these men have a baseline that they just perform at every game, bro. You know you're getting at least 7 out of 10s from all of these players on their worst day.
I think we only got 4. I look at that as Virgil, Trent, Alisson, Salah. I think it's them.
Well, there you go. That's
them
it.
4 will always be of a mad base level. But as I said, but yeah, you're like with City, it's like you know how you want to kind of, it's like tactically, you know when the team has a really good centre back, so you always kind of half press the guy who's good on the ball, so the ball has to go to the trigger point.
Yeah, 100%.
You can't do that with City because you give Rodri the ball, he's gonna give it to Bernardo. You give Bernardo the ball, he's gonna give it to Foden. You give Foden the ball, he's gonna give it to KDB. You give KDB the ball, he's gonna give it to Haaland. So who do you want to have the ball?
That's what I mean. There's no weak link. You want Doku to have it, you know, like that.
And even then, realistically, as much as we take the piss out of Doku, we call him Saint minimum and that, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Like the Nunes thing when he first come Liverpool, as a defender, as a wing back, you don't really want to be lining up against Doku, really. Regardless of his end product, you don't want him jinking the ball every time he gets.
Yeah, he's just annoying. He's annoying. Yeah. I'll be honest, he's annoying, but he's not good, innit? If I was a fullback, I'd rather play against him than Grealish all day. You know, like that. So It's just one of them ones where he's the weak link, innit? I think Pep knows that. Now. I think that Jack's not 100%, which is good for you lot, because if he's fit, he starts. In the big games, he tends to play Jack now. So I don't know, bro. It's a funny situation, but honestly, I think City got too many man, that on the day can be the match winner. They can be the decider. You know what I mean? And Foden showed that against us. Foden's on a crazy run of form right now. People are overlooking it.
I was in the watch along. Don't worry, Rants. I was in the watch along. I saw it. I was in the watch along, and do you know what the worst thing was? When Rashford bagged that goal, bro, I stood up like a proud father, fam. And I'm a Liverpool fan, bro. I stood up like this, saying he silenced them. Man said, "Wait me." He said, "Man, then wait me," and then smacked it. Was it 72 miles an hour or something like that?
Crazy, rust it, bro, off the bar.
Yeah, bro. And you know when the ball kisses, not even hit, when the ball kisses the crossbar, bro, it just makes everything the better. But again, it's like I can see the frustration of you, Saeed. I had a few of the watch-alongs going because obviously work for work. You know what I'm saying? And bro, Rashford could have a hattie in the first half, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he died.
And this is why I say it sounds mad. I'd rather play City than Arsenal right now. Because you see the long ball, bro.
Yeah, you can hurt them.
Quickable. You can hurt them. And United have no tech man in midfield apart from Kobe Mainoo. Like, if Antony could get his head up, if Garnacho got his head up at the right times, Rashford could have been in even more. Because Rashford wasn't good, but his movement off the ball was good going forward. Like, he was making the right runs into the right positions. It's just there were times where the ball was a little bit overhit or played a little bit too late. And that's why
even saying that, he still fucked up a couple of times, bro. He had the chances.
And he still got in. And that's why Chelsea moved to these man when they drew 1-1 on the counter. That's why Sterling, Jackson and that were having a field day. This is why that's why Arsenal beat them 1-0. Because the game was stalemate until they thought, you know what, let's just go long to Kai Havertz and see what happens. Bang, they scored. First time. First long ball, these man conceded. I'm telling you, long ball has been these man's Achilles heel all season.
Not just all season. This is how you have joy against them anyway. It's that long ball from Alisson or Van Dijk. It's been that.
Yeah. Like, so, and even I said this in it. Yeah, Klopp's never gonna do this. But if Klopp parked the bus and he just told Salah and Nunes,
to stay up there, them two.
There, we're winning 4-1. I'm sorry, I think we're winning 4-1, bro. Like, and that might sound mad to some City fans. It might even sound mad to some Liverpool fans. We'd have a better chance. I still think we have to win, and I still fancy my club. But I feel like if you want to give yourself the best chance, Mourinho that shit. But our managers are Klopp's too good of a manager. We're always going to go head to head of City when we play them at any point. When we were shit last year, we actually sat back at Anfield, and Salah ruined Cancelo's career. Ruined his career. That's fit. And we ended up, we caught them on the counter, like time and time again in the game. So I still feel like the thing is against Man City, the thing that annoys me is that even if you score early, like even as I said, going back to the United game, you man scored too early, bro. You got to get your 1-0, 60th, 70th minute. You got to get it in. If you score early, it's got to be 2. If you score early against a City, you have to be 2-0 up. You have to be, bro. Because
1-0 ain't nothing to these man. They don't panic.
I'd say same thing with Liverpool because we keep going. We go 1-0 down in quite a lot of games. But with United, with the way you guys are parking the bus, I still think for 79 minutes, as much as I think Ten Hag is he's shit in it. 79 minutes, you got it right, bro. You got it right. Like I still think like Evans and Varane. I saw Evans drop his shoulder and skip past 2 City man and play a nice little pass out wide. I was like,
Evans been having feet like that.
I was like, what? I was like, say no more. Like you could see City, bro. I ain't seen KDB just swing his foot at a ball and hope for the best in years, fam. Because that's what man was doing in the first half at one point.
Yeah.
Man was getting
spamming.
Man started spamming and getting hot and just swinging his foot at the ball. And I think one of them went rose head. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. These man get to the 70th minute and it's still 1-0. Man could be onto something, and then unfortunately, the Foden goal again. I still looked at McTominay. There, bro. And I know Lindelof had his he had Lindelof's number all game. But I'm telling you right now, from McTominay to you lot watch the goal, watch Foden's first goal, and watch McTominay. Watch what he does. Because if Rashford did it, the whole world is speaking about it. But you know, because McTominay scores a few goals from midfield and has a quiff, man, them don't want to hear about it. Yeah, he literally jogged, didn't even get too close, watched him, and then turned his back half-heartedly like this. You have to watch it. I don't know if you clocked it, Rants, but you don't have to watch it, bro.
It's between him and Lindelof, yeah, they just let man dance past.
Yeah,
like it was crazy.
It was some of the worst defending I've seen. Do you know what really got me hot though? I know it's just away from the Liverpool game. I know I've taken away from the Liverpool game. Do you know what really got me hot? I'm not even a United fan, but I was. Don't get twisted. After Rashford's goal, even I stood up like a proud uncle. The bit that I actually lost my head. So I can't imagine how you man felt. I lost my head, bro. 88th minute. I see Antony beat his man for the first time. I see him skip past someone, but I couldn't believe my eyes. He then cuts back and tries to stud roll it through the guy he's already beat through his legs. He tried to stud roll it.
What was the score then? Oh, okay, we were 2-1 down.
The team is 2-1 down. It wasn't, so Carlin hadn't scored yet. The team is 2-1 down in the derby. You've got your team up the pitch and you decide to do the futsal thing and try stud roll it through the guy. By the way, not the next defender, not Ake, the guy who's running behind you to catch you. This man is the Brazilian Benjamin Button. I'm telling you right now, he is, bro. Because he started for Man United as a seasoned 26-year-old after he scored that banger against City at the Emirates and that. Now he plays like
Arsenal, yeah.
Bro. He is aging back, Rats. He's aging backwards. He's the Brazilian Button, bro. I'm telling you, fam. What, bro? I couldn't, bro. There's certain things in football that piss me off, but that my head flew. I was punching air particles, bro.
Yeah, but the mad thing is, because you support Liverpool, yeah, and you support probably the most direct team in the league, yeah, bro. You need to understand that, bro. That's who Antony is, bro. Like, if there's no one for Antony to pass to, yeah, he'll rather go backwards, yeah, than go by himself. I don't know why that is. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know why that is, bro. Like, my thing has always been, when man used to kick ball, yeah, bro, if I get my head up and there's no one there, I'm going by myself. Like, that's it. And then if I get tackled, you can't tell me nothing because there was no one there. You know what I mean? That's always been my mentality. And to be fair, yeah, with certain man, Pogba was the same. The reason why, it's funny, yeah, like no one gets on to Bruno for losing the ball, for hoofing it, but man would get onto Pogba for losing the ball. Most of the time Pogba lost the ball is because he got his head up and there was no options, so he decided to keep hold of it, you know, like that. And the problem is, yeah, because he trusted his ability so much, yeah, and he wanted to keep hold of it, it meant that at times he would lose the ball, bro. And that's the funny thing. And the man got a reputation for being someone that loses the ball a lot, but his pass completion's always way better than Bruno's. So at the end of the day, it's one of them ones where certain men are just built to take the responsibility on their own, and certain men are always looking for an out ball, innit? Like Antony's always looking for someone to give the ball to because he ain't really got the shoulders to take the responsibility himself, innit? And I know that's just a player he is. But the one thing I say about him is, yeah, he's a wide player similar to Jadon, yeah, that they're link man. That's what they are. Like, you know what's crazy as well with the Sancho situation, because I genuinely believe, yeah, that with a manager like the Xabi, yeah, Antony and Sancho both ball out in a possession-based system. But you know what's funny? I went back and I watched highlights of Sancho's first season today at Man United, because there's a lot been said about it, how he's been a flop for Man United. You know the amount of chances he created for CR7 that he missed?
Yeah,
bro.
We spoke about that though. I think first stream we were saying that he plays with a striker and Cavani and that. Even Cavani,
bro, I was watching the highlights of some of the perfectly weighted balls he was playing to Ronaldo, to Cavani, to Rashford. Man were putting over the bar, bro. And I looked, bro, in the compilation alone, there's at least 10 assists for Jadon. At least 10 that he never got. Do you know what I'm saying? He scored the goal against City in that season where he whipped it. Like, he scored a few goals as well, bro. And I was looking at it, yeah, and it's like, bro, if you've got runners in front of Sancho, bro, he'll find them. He was finding CR7. Him and CR7 actually had a wavy little link up. but CR7 was missing the chances. But if you've got runners off Jadon, he will find them, innit? And it's just one of them ones where, bro, so that's why man need to stop just looking at stats, bro. Because if you're a guy that is an assist guy, a pass first guy, you're very reliant on the person in front of you to convert. If they don't, man can't be looking at me saying, right, you only got 4 assists, bro. These men have missed 15 chances.
Yeah. I don't think Antony's that guy, though. I think that's the difference between Jadon and Antony. They can both be tech, man, but Jadon actually has the end product, bro. Like, he actually has the product. When I say end product, maybe not so in front of goal, but in terms of finding the little pass, I think there was in fact, wasn't it only last season, or it might have been at the end of the season before, where Jadon done like a little reverse pass. In Hammer, it was a United game. And Jadon, he done on reverse pass. The first time he even started in time. First game back, done a reverse pass and he cooked. My thing is that I still feel like there's time and place in it. There's time and place to do certain things. And at least I've seen Sancho take on a man when there's no one there because he believes in his ability to skip a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've even seen him lose the ball at Dortmund a few times because he's looked at a defender and gone, I will walk past you if I want you. I'll walk past you. Because man knows what he can do when he's on it. But when he loses the ball, again, he's public enemy number one for reasons that we don't need to go into. But, like, Antony, stud rolling it when your team's 2-0 down and chasing the game with barely any time to go forward and any chances to go forward is criminal, bro. That's the difference. It's criminal. I feel like under the Xabi, you need Matoma type wingers in it, as I said, and that's what kind of Sancho and Antony can be in terms of the Matoma prototype, where they're not actually fast. They're kind of just deceptively quick, but with good dribbling.
But that's it. But that's what I mean. But that's why I think there's a player in the Antony situation. The problem is with Antony, yeah, it's like because he's cost so much money, yeah, and he's the easy scapegoat for our fans. They'll always scapegoat Antony, bro. The same way they scapegoated Sancho. Do you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we've got too many wide players, yeah, that ain't good enough. Like on a technical level, like Rashford can score the odd goal, yeah, but on a technical level, he's not even better than Antony technically, bro. Rashford can't dribble, can't receive the ball, he can't pop the ball and do little give and goes, bro. Like, bro, he's so inept technically, but he's lucky that he's got freakish genetics that kind of makes up for the fact that he's not a footballer, bro. So he's got an X factor. His X factor is his athleticism. The power that he gets striking a football is his athleticism. That's all it is. It's the muscle fibers, the way he can connect with a football and he hits it and it stays hit. That is his X factor. At least he's got one. Man United, when you look at footballers, bro, like Wenger said, you build footballers like you're building a house. You build from the bottom upwards. So the first thing man's looking is what are their feet saying? When I look at our wide players and I look at their feet, bro, Antony and Sancho have feet. Rashford don't have feet. Garnacho don't have feet. And this is just what it is. So depending on the manager that we get, if you want a manager to play technical football, you need to build from the base up. Martial's got feet, but he ain't got fitness. You know, like that. And this is what it is. So depending on what manager you have, certain profiles are more preferable. Like, for instance, if you're playing the way Liverpool are playing, you take Marcus Rashford. You take Marcus Rashford because he's going to be your Nunes, bro. Just absolute wild card. That's what he's going to be.
The pressing from the front door. The pressing from the front door, Rants. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think Rashford can press, bro. I just believe that.
Doesn't go to Ten Hag.
I think he just doesn't because, like I said, Rashford is the trust fund baby. He's always been at Man United. He don't know life with not being at Man United. There's no hunger there. Do you know what I mean? The trust fund baby that hates their parents, bro. Do you know what I mean? You swear that you hate your dad, yeah, because your dad was never there, but your dad sent you to private school. Like, that's what Marcus Rashford is, bro. Like, he's so ungrateful for where he is, considering the level of ability he actually has, because that's all he knows. So he can't see, yeah. Like they say, privilege is invisible to those who have it, bro. He can't see that he's in a position that he doesn't deserve. He can't see it, bro, because that's all he knows. And it's the same with Amad Diallo as well, bro. He's got feet. If you're building a team from the base upwards, you're looking at players like that and you're building it base upwards. Kobe Mino, base upwards. Dallo, base upwards. Varane Martinez, base upwards. There's players in this team that we can build from the base upwards. Bruno's got no feet, so you get rid of him. Even Maguire's got better feet.
But it's good to have a mixture, though. I think it's always good to have a mixture. So
it is good to have a mixture, but they need to be the odd one out.
Yeah, like I've always looked at the way we used to operate when it was Salah, Mane, Firmino. Obviously, Salah and Mane both had feet and finishing and strength and speed in it. They just kind of had it all. But like everyone had feet, but then you also had Origi, who was more like the Rashford build, 6'2", 6'3" kind of thing in height, and know how to strike a ball. If anything, actually a little bit more clinical than the guys who were scoring every week because of the high volume of chances. Even if you know what I'm saying, if you break it down to that level. So, and then obviously you had Shaqiri, feet. Yep. You know what I'm saying, feet. So you had 4 men who were Garrett Techman, 4 Garrett Techman in it, and Firmino as well as the other one. And then you got Origi, who's the guy where, all right, this is something different now. You know what I'm saying? Now a man's going to kick and run, or he's going to strike the ball. He's going to just stay in the box. You need that. And I feel like with Rashford, you have that, but nothing's being utilized to the fact that Rashford's being seen as something different. Rashford is it's being built around Rashford. When Rashford, you can't build around a player that's based on confidence, whether it's seeing his gal or not. You can't build a team around that, as you said already. You know what I'm saying? And you can't. And the guys who have feet have their deficiencies in an abundance. As I said, Antony has qualities, but he doesn't utilize his qualities for one. And his football brain is underdeveloped. Or as I like to say, it's aging backwards.
Maybe you know what it is though. But you know what? I think it's what's around him. I'll be honest. Yeah. I think it's what's around him. And the reason why I say that is, last game he played, last game he played, I can't remember what game that was. Was that the Fulham game, guys? Was that the Fulham game that Antony started? I can't even remember because he's playing with no confidence. But bro, he was our best attacking player, bro. And my man was popping little 1-2s, passes round the corner, cutting inside and link. And if you actually watch him closely, when he gets the ball on the outside, Forest game, when he gets the ball on the outside, Antony likes to cut inside, pass inside, and then follow his run inside and try and link with the guy inside. This is what he tries to do. But Man United don't have players, and Jadon does the same thing. Even if you watch Jadon at Dortmund, he gets the ball on the outside, takes the ball on the outside, cuts inside, passes it inside, then follows his run. So these guys want someone to hold the ball, lay it back off for them so they can keep connect. They're connecting wide players. That's what they are. The problem is at United, when Antony's isolated, he doesn't want to take the risk of going down the outside, probably because he doesn't trust his pace to get away. But then there's no one to pass to inside. So both of these men are looking for players to connect with inside, and there's no players there. Whereas that's how City play. That's how City play. And Arsenal, they look for connections inside. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the problem. It's a stylistic mismatch.
This is why I look at Saka and I go, if you put Saka in that United team, he'd be shit.
Exactly, bruv. And United, bruv, he's doing nothing. But this is why. This is what man need to understand. Like the reason why Arsenal are doing what they're doing, is because of the system. Individually, when you look at their players, they're not world beaters, bro. Do you know what I mean? If you put Martinelli in Man United's team, he'll look like Garnacho, bro. He will. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is.
Yes, it's because Saka has. I always said that. That's why I highly rate the setup at Arsenal, even what they're doing in the Premier League. Fair enough, their away record scummy. It's dead in it, but in Europe and that. But when you look at stylistically, I still think what Arteta was doing with the wingers last season was better. But I still think this season it's working at times. But last season, their wingers had 4 options, minimum 4 options. When Saka's on the ball, you can either come into Odegaard. So Odegaard say that's one option. He has Ben White's overlap. That's a second option. He can cut in himself. That's a third option. Or he can go infield forward to Jesus when he comes to feet. So man has 4 choice, or even 5. You can even say 5 and go back to the inverted. You can go backwards. And if you go with Martinelli, it's slightly different where Martinelli can either go infield to Zinchenko because he won't have an overlap. Xhaka would overlap. So he had Xhaka as an option. He can cut in himself. He can go himself. Or he can go to Jesus. So man have 4 options Left and right, you have 4 options, guaranteed. Same with Salah and Mane. You had Robbo there. You had Firmino there. You had Henderson there, or you can go yourself. When Antony has the ball, when Sancho has the ball, when Rashford has the ball, you just either go yourself. There's no overlap. The infield ball is often wasted because it's going to go to Bruno, who's going to do his own thing.
Or Bruno's not even there in the first place.
Or Bruno's not even there. There's not enough options for the wingers. This is how you make good wingers look like great wingers.
Bro, and you can even make decent wingers look like good wingers by doing this, because it's all about options. And that's the point. And that's why the overlapping fullbacks are so important. When Sancho's playing at Dortmund, he's got overlapping fullbacks, which opens up the space for him to get the extra half a yard to go inside. Because if you actually watch him, he faces up the fullback with his body open. He's taking a touch with the inside of his foot. Grealish does the same thing. And it's literally like, if there's a guy overlapping here, I can play the pass down the line for the overlap. If I can see the defender's eyes is going with that player, I can drop the shoulder, come inside, play the pass, follow it in. When you've got no overlap, the guy's looking at you saying, it's me versus you, blood. That's it. There's nothing else. And this is the problem. When you're playing, when Sancho's playing on the left, no overlap. And then you got Antony on the right, no overlap. And then man are saying, yeah, but why didn't Antony run at his man? When you're running at your guy, yeah, 1v1, yeah, and there's no other options, it's a low percentage, bro, that you're going to get past them. That's why most players, if you watch Saka, he'll just cut inside and pass it, bro. He doesn't try and get the ball and isolate his fullback and go 1v1 and take him on every time. It's low percentage because the line's a defender. That's what people don't understand. When you're dribbling, the line is a defender, because if you go over the line, it goes out. So the line's cutting you off. You can only really go inside or try and go down the line, and it's a low percentage dribble. Very low. So when man say, oh, Sancho never takes his man on, he just cuts back and passes it back, because that's the high percentage thing to do.
Yeah.
This is what man don't understand. To play high percentage football, you have to keep the ball. Sancho can go past the player, but he uses that when he's got no other option. His first option is always to look for what's the best pass to play. Even Oli said, yo, Sancho's extremely intelligent when he done his thing. He said, listen, he's not a 1v1 player. He likes to link, and his football brain is top, bro. He's a mad intelligent player. When it comes to weight of pass, seeing runs, all these other things, and this player gets slated. He gets slated because
I was saying you see how Ousmane Dembele went Barca?
Yeah.
After he was doing kind of a similar thing at Dortmund with the whole Starboy thing. I was saying, bro, Sancho would kill it at La Masia, you know. Sancho went over there with the way that they love to bop triangles. Sancho
he'd kill it.
Eat, bro. He'd do the Pedro thing, fam. He'd do the Pedro thing, bro. But even like for me, I say Pedro's probably better goal scorer, but like you look at Sancho with, as I said, with the way he plays and the way, like, even with a Cancelo who's not the greatest defensively, it would just work. I even said Sancho, for me, my hot take was that Sancho would be better than Grealish in the left wing at City.
Yeah.
And people look at me, oh yeah, saying it because he's man them. Nah, bro.
I think so. Listen, Jack's my guy, innit? But the difference is,
Jack is cold, by the way.
Sancho's got he's just more nimble-footed. You know them ones there. That's what it is, because he's smaller. He's just more lightweight. Jack Grealish, is not a winger, innit? Sancho can do the wing thing. Jack is a central player. I don't care what no one says. Even when you look at his build, this bro ain't no winger, bruv. Like, you can't make him a winger. Even though I believe Sancho's also a 10. Sancho's got the physique to play out wide. He's a bit more nimble-footed. Jack Grealish, the way he plays, Jack wants to kind of play at like a walking pace. He wants to kind of do that maestro thing, you know, like that. That's what Grealish is. Grealish is a real bad boy, like central, slows the game down, does what he wants kind of baller, innit? And Sancho is that to a certain extent, but I think Grealish is more so that. And when you look at his physique as well, like Jack Grealish can power through the middle of the pitch and bounce people off. Like, he can play in traffic like that, and he can use his body as well. He wins bare free kicks. He knows exactly how to stop, go past people, step in front of them. Like, you can use him as a battering ram. You can't use Sancho like that.
Yeah, just to slow the game down. If you want to slow the game down and buy 1,000, Mourinho would have loved Grealish. Mourinho would have loved Grealish, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I think Haaland would have been gassed if Sancho ever went to City. Haaland would be gassed. Haaland, because as I said, I remember specifically that Sancho and Ronaldo and Sancho and Cavani, those are Sancho's best games for United from when I watched him. Those were his best games when they had the blue kit with the yellow.
Yeah,
the black Under Armour.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And he had the purple boots, brother. I remember, bro.
Yeah. So that was the time where you look at it. But again, I look at a lot of these examples, and it's fine margins and decision making on and off the pitch. And unfortunately, Sancho hasn't helped himself. Same with a player like Lingard. Like I always had a soft spot for Lingard because even though we were calling him a young prospect at 26. Like everyone knew there was a player there, and then even when he had his cameo at West Ham, guys that was like, see, that cameo might be the best 6 months I've seen in years. Like that,
him and also what's his name, Willock as well. When Willock went to Newcastle and he went on that run where he was just mashing it down, bro. When he was on loan from Arsenal, these are the kind of players that like. Man, don't rate them. When Jesse was at our club, I always rated Jesse. When Jesse was playing for us, I was going to the games. And I was saying to man, listen, bro, like man seeing Lingard live, this guy, he can bop.
Yeah.
You know, like, he can bop, bro. Like, man are seeing him get the ball, pop, spin round the corner, receive it back, flick round the corner, boom, dribble past 2 man, lay it off. Man could just run forever. And you know, you need players like that. You know the way you had Genie, bro. Genie had that engine where he was just bop, get in the box, score a goal, and that Lingard had that. And there were so many men in the team that was playing ahead of him that weren't better than him.
Yeah,
many men.
But as I said, like we'll never know back for a minute. Sometimes when a man looks too happy, and remember, Man United weren't winning. They weren't. Trust me, Man United would compete for titles. It wouldn't be a problem. But when you're a little bit too happy, and you know. The other reason, I still think there's always that sort of like, you know, when you hear that Sancho never looks like he smiles enough, like, all of that stuff, bro. Like, so I have to keep it a buck. When, as I said, I've always been a fan of what Jesse Lingard offered in terms of he's quite technical and he also pressed all the time, like better than anyone in that front line that United had, even when it was Lukaku, Rashford, Martial. Yeah. He was still the best.
Bro, that was the time when we scored that mad goal. I swear it was the Arsenal goal that we scored.
Oh,
and it was Jesse, Lukaku, and Martial, bro.
And Martial flicked it
round the corner, yeah.
On the corner, yeah. So,
nasty.
Yeah. And even though I know man were hating it, that was prime Ollie ball. That Ollie ball was dangerous on the counter.
Nasty.
As much as Ollie ball wasn't great, on the counter, you knew long day. There was one goal that Bruno scored where it was from a tight angle, he finessed it and it hit the post and in. And it come from a Rashford assist. It was one of the most disgusting counter attacks, bro. It was like 4 passes and man were in. Rashford played the reverse. This is when Rashford's decision making was actually all right, actually. And he reversed.
That was under Jose, man. Them saying, I think.
Was that under Jose? That goal was bro. I always think, brother, if you don't score a goal after 60 minutes and these man catch you, it's long. And yeah, man, like listen, you man had ballers who could mash work in it, but now like no one knows how to get the best out of what player and what position. As I said, Antony,
I think we know. No,
bro. As a fan base, a fan base. I'm talking about as a hierarchy, not so much Ineos, who's just come in. I'm talking about from Ten Hag's point of view. It's like, do you know what it is, Rants? He's looking at a man who's a tech man. He's going, no, I need you to play direct. But I'm a tech man. No, I need you to play direct. But that's not, I'm good at. No, you will play direct. And it's like, cool. Well, I'm not saying that is what every manager should, because some managers trust what they should do and it works. But sell him and get someone else to do it.
But the best managers, the best managers have their framework, and then they adjust certain things for what they have. Ten Hag hasn't done that. He's trying to force Casemiro, to play like he's Frankie de Jong. He's not Frankie de Jong. You know, like that. And this is the problem. Like Casemiro should be nowhere near the first phase of football. Nowhere near it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And I said the same thing with Fred as well. Fred should be nowhere near the first phase. Them man are the Bulldogs. They patrol the yard. Do you know what I'm saying? They're the guys that make sure nobody comes in that's not supposed to be there.
They're the guys where if you give it to them in the first phase, they have to move it on to the guy who actually is the maestro.
Well, there you go. They need to be the triangle pass. So you play it to them, and then they play it to the third man. They need to be the guy that plays that pass there, bro. You bounce it off them. They don't hold it at any point.
And don't get twisted though, like Casemiro, for me, he's one of those weird footballers where his short passing is a bit janky, but if you look at his through ball,
he's technical. He's technical, bro.
He's technical, bro. There's one pass he played to Martial last season. I was actually like this. Like, you know what pass? You know, you man, chat, United fans in the chat, you man know exactly what assist.
Bro, he's got a pingers, bro. But you know what it is with him,
his short passing though, right, can be.
I think all of his passing is fine. The problem is, he can't play under duress. He's not press resistant because he's the guy that needs the space, but he can execute a pass.
He's heavy, bro. And he's heavy.
Yeah. Because he's heavy. He's heavy-footed though. That's his whole thing. Is man's heavy-footed. It's just like Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire can ping passes with both feet, but he's heavy-footed. And because he's heavy-footed, he needs time and space, bro. If you take that away from him, he's drowning. And that's with Casemiro. If you don't give him time and space, he's drowning. But if you let Cas have time and space, he can pick a pass. And this is exactly what it is, bro. And like man said, the same as Virgil to a certain extent. He's not fleet-footed, but if you stand off Virgil, bro, he'll ping a 60-yard ball to the end of someone's foot, bro. Like, this is exactly what it is.
Virgil's had pingers for days. Like.
But there you go. So, when you look at Casemiro's meant to have someone like Luka Modric or Toni Kroos that receives the ball on a half turn, looks up, sees him, bang, fizzes it into Cas. By then, once my man's received it, Cas can scan around, know that he's good. So when he receives it, he can receive it and then he can play. You don't give it to Cas when he can't see what's coming, because as soon as he turns around to have a look, it's pressure. And then he plays the idiot pass inside and then we lose it and they score. This is exactly what happens. You need...
This is why I think Casemiro, Mount and Kobe currently, I think he's our best midfield on paper. If I had
but Mount, exactly, but Mount's not available.
No, I know. I'm saying on paper.
Yeah.
On paper,
no, right.
everyone's available. I think Mount, the Cass, Kobe and Mount probably is the one to go forward with. It won't happen because your captain's Bruno. So it won't really happen in it unless Ten Hag was to do a box midfield and somehow fit Bruno in there. But like, it's one of those things where we have to. That's what I mean by playing to players' strengths in it, and I feel like there's an ignorance about Ten Hag where from his tactics it shows that it's either man don't give a dash or man's just going to do his way or the highway regardless, even though he's not being successful with it. And that for me is toxic. And the players aren't dumb as well. Players are going to look at you and go, why is he doing that, bro? Like, that's not what man's... Like, you think players don't look at McTominay or players don't look at Bruno and go, why is he making my man do that?
Yeah, but all the time.
You think I'm not whispering to your bedroom in it? Why is he doing
Yeah, but this is the point. But this is why I said this manager won't survive, because he's clearly lost the dressing room. Even if they're still playing for the club, like even Oli was saying in his overlap interview, he said, bro, you can just tell when the players have lost belief, bro. You know, like that. As a manager, you can see when the players just lost belief in what you're telling them. And once the players stop believing in you, even if they're still playing for you, it's all half-hearted. And that's what it is for Man United. You can tell they've lost belief in this manager because as soon as we can see the goal, we capitulate. Whereas look at City, look at Liverpool. They go a goal down and it's business as usual. Man United concede one goal. All of a sudden, the whole house is shaking. The whole house is shaking, bro, because there's no belief, bro. And that's what it is. We need a manager with a style of play that we can believe in, bro. That's what we need. And then we need to look at our squad, assess our squad. People are talking like man saying about Mason Mount. Mason Mount is just a shit Lingard, bro. That's what he is. He's not even better than Jesse. But he's got similar attributes in the sense that they're both engine man. They're both good on the half turn. And that's what they are. They're mainly engine man. But Jesse he's more of a footballer. Like Jesse can carry the ball and go past people. People think that Mount can do that. But Mount can't do it as good as Jesse. But they don't have the same PR. Because Jesse been a better footballer than Mason Mount. You know, like that. And this is exactly what it is, bro. We need a good manager, or should I say a good coach, because it's about coaching these players now. This is what it is. It's about coaching these players and get the best out of the players that we have here. And like I was having a conversation with someone, 2 summer windows, Man United can challenge for the league if we do it properly. With the right coach. You get the right coach in, you sign 4 players in the summer, this summer, then you sign 4 players next summer. That's 8 players. If you can't turn this team, into a team that can challenge for the title with 8 new players, you don't deserve to be here, bro. Because 8 players is what?
Your squad now, man.
It's 2/3 of the starting 11.
Well,
8 players, bro. If you can't sign 8 man, over 2 years and implement a style of play and win games, you're dusted. Because when you look at Man United and Liverpool right now, the difference between Man United and Liverpool is 5 wins. 5 wins, bro. And when you look at the fact that we lost to Fulham, do you know what I mean? We lost to Brighton. That there's games that we lost, bro. If we won those games,
Forest.
Yeah, we lost to Forest, bro. Bro, we would have been challenging if we won 5 more games than we'd won. Those are the fine margins, bro. Those margins can be dealt with in 2 seasons. They can be. That's what man need to realize. So as much as people think that we're super far off, we're not, bro. You get the right coach and you have the right long-term plan, trim the squad as well.
So when Ten Hag says you're not that far off, though, everyone kind of
no, we're not that far off if he's not here. You know, like that.
He said right person, wrong message.
Bro, 100%.
Sorry, wrong person, right message. Sorry.
No, bro, because, bro, you got to think about it, bro. You know the amount of man, Bro, put it this way. You know the amount of man that are in relationships with gal for all 4 or 5 years and that. And the gal leaves them saying, oh, he weren't taking me serious. He wasn't ready to settle down and that. And she left him, bro. 6 months later, this bruh's married and the new thing's pregnant.
Yeah, because she was the problem. Simple as
because,
that.
bro, because man didn't want it with you. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I didn't want it. I just didn't want it with you. You know, like that. It was you. It's not that I wasn't ready. Do you know what I'm saying?
Gal see that. I don't think they'll say,
bruv, gal see that all the time. I've seen that ruin gal's lives, bro. I've seen gal tell me, you know, saying, oh, like, I gave him 5 years and all that. He cheated on me, this, that, and the other. Bro, the gal that my man cheated on her, bro, has now had 2 of his youths and they're married, bro. And you gave him 5 years and he never gave you nothing because you weren't the right person. But
they'll swear it's a downgrade as well. The girl will swear it's a downgrade.
They will swear it's a downgrade, bro. But he's given her 2 youths and a ring. And you got 5 years, but no real commitment.
It's a ring on a mortgage, blood.
That's it, bro. That's what I mean. But these guys won't admit that it was them that was the problem, you know. It's he's a cheater. He's this. Nah, bro. He always wanted that. And he gave you 5 years to prove that you were the person that he could have it with. And you weren't. And someone else stepped up and he moved on. That's what happened. Because, bro, he decided in 6 months what he didn't know in 5 years with you. You know, like that. So you need to look at yourself. What was I not doing in them 5 years to give him the reassurances that I was the right person to have this? That's what these guys need to look at. And it's this football club. It's not that we're not ready, blood. We're just not going to get that with him. We're not getting there with him. With the right manager that can get the best out of the players that are here right now, bring in 4 players in the summer, bring in another 4 players. We're nice, bro. When I look at this Man United team, I'll bring in 1 centre-back if I have to bring in a centre-back. Furthermore, If man said I can only have 4 players, I'm not bringing in a centre back. I'd still sell them though, because I trust the little Congolese youth as a squad player. I would fuck off Lindelof. I'd keep Maguire, Varane, Lissandro, even Wan-Bissaka. We don't need to replace.
Evans
Dalot,
slide getting extensions.
yeah. Dalot, we don't need to replace. Evans, we don't need to replace. Luke Shaw, yeah, man can use him as an emergency centre back if we need to. We still got Malacia. Dalot can play on both sides, so we don't need to buy no defenders, but we can still sell 1 or 2. Keep it the same way. Look in midfield. We need another midfielder because I need a first phase player. I need a number 6, bro. I don't want Kobe to do that. Kobe can do the 8. Get rid of Amrabat. You can go back anyway. Get rid of Scott because he just doesn't do anything. Keep Bruno, but don't start him. I'd sell Bruno as well, but there's no need to sell him. Just keep him in a squad, whatever. Don't really use him. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we get one midfielder in. We need another wide player. We need a centre forward. And then we got another player left over. I might get another midfielder. I'll be real. That's what it is, bro. And then we trim players down. Get rid of players. Because Ollie was even saying we got too many players. Man United always have the biggest squad in the league, bro. Like even when I'm playing manager mode and that in FIFA and all that, the first thing I do with Man United is sell like 8 players. Bro, our squad's always massive. Like, bro, when you look at City's bench, yeah, they always have academy players on the bench because Pep only wants to work with 16 players. So why have we got a 22-man squad? Why? Have a 16 ballers in the team, and then the rest of the team should be youth players that we're blooding in. Liverpool's bench right now, you've always got young G's coming into play.
Yeah,
that's how it should be. That's what it should be. Man United's bench should always have 2 or 3 fringe players that even if they're not getting on the bench, they're traveling with the team and they know what it feels like to be in a match day squad. Do you know what I'm saying? They're traveling, they're training with the first.
But these fundamentals, bro, are so much easier said than done. It's so difficult to make it happen. And bro, and
sell them.
Yeah, bro, but again, with the way United have been run, it's so difficult, bro. Since Fergie, you ain't seen none of this done half as effectively.
No, but Van Gaal done it though. Van Gaal always had
and they told him, "Hey, thanks for your FA Cup. See you later."
Yeah, but that was only because Jose was available. People like to rewrite history with Van Gaal. He weren't getting sacked. It was only because City got Pep and then Jose was available and we started thinking about marketing instead about football. Van Gaal had our youth team smoking everyone. Our youth team was punching people up, bro. Like he had the academy patterned all the way up. We were playing the same kind of football. He was bringing youngsters through into games and we were still winning, bro. We missed out on Champions League, I think by a goal difference or something like that, bro. And won the FA Cup. He didn't really deserve to get sacked, bro. But it just so happened that the Jose monster was there.
You would have got sacked even if you got 4th, in my opinion. I think he still would have got sacked.
I don't think he gets sacked if we get Champions League if Jose's not available. Bro, if Jose's not available, he doesn't get sacked, period. That's the point.
That's the thing,
yeah. It was a decision to get Jose. That's what it was. He didn't get sacked because he failed. He got sacked because of Jose. The point is, yeah, if you look at my man's bench, yeah, he always had young players on the bench and he liked to work with a smaller squad. And Pep always does that. Like someone in the chat said, 21 players, bro, he registers and 4 of them are youths. Always, bro. So we could do that, literally. And not only does that bring down the wage bill, but it will improve the younger players because they know that they're going to get games. And it means you can focus on quality instead of quantity, which is what City do. They focus on quality instead of quantity. What's the point in having a 22-man squad? And like Ollie said, every single week, you're letting down 8 players. Every week, blood. It's only a matter of time before them 8 players become a nuisance, bro, in the dressing room. Because there's only so many times you can say to my man, oh, not this week, keep going. Not this week, keep going. Once the manager leaves you out for 8 weeks in a row, it's like, yo, this brother don't like me, bruv.
But to be fair, even if it's less than 8 players and you've got the balance, bro. Look at, I think the rumors of Alvarez maybe not being too happy because again, man will get running the team when players are injured, but there's only so long you can keep a player happy for. I mean, that's football though. But I agree.
That's
in
elite
it.
sport.
I think
Period.
that's why, as I said, I always say institutions like Man United and Chelsea, so far, unless something changes from top, it's gonna fail, in it. I just feel like it's gonna fail. I always say that hire and fire was only ever gonna work under Abramovich. It was only ever gonna work under Abramovich, hire and fire. And with Man United, and while the Glazers are there, and you've got the guys bringing in guys like Ten Hag and that, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Like, I think people even forget that Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag even forgets why he was brought into Man United. Man was brought in to implement the style that was shown at Ajax. But then man comes out and goes, "We're at Manchester United. I can't play my old style. I have to play direct football." What do you mean you have to play direct football? What do you mean you need to do this? You're brought in on the philosophy that you've inherited at Ajax to bring to the UK, bro. And you're saying you can't do that. No. You work with what you've got. You work with what you've got. And don't get me wrong, first season, Ten Hag worked with what he had. Man actually worked with what he had.
But that's why I let him off. That's why I let him off without the lack of style of play, because I said, you know what? He's just working with what he's got. Now he needs to take it to the next level. And this is the thing. This manager's so arrogant that he genuinely believes that he's there for him. The delusion, bro. You know, like that. Bro, that's crazy. That's like them celebrities thinking that their girl's with them, yeah, because they love them. Bro, listen, girl's not with you because she loves you, bro. She loves who you are. She loves what you've got, bro. She don't love you. She don't love you for you, blood. She loves you for what you've become. You know them ones there.
Corey in the chat, that's even worse. He said he can't play his Ajax ball. That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse than saying you don't want, you can't. Saying you don't want to is that's even worse. So, and you're right, bro. As I said, I can't have that. That's what annoys me about, man. You can't be arrogant. You can't have arrogance and swagger and then be doing all this.
That's it.
That's like being a dead and then expecting everything to be paid for and that. What you bringing? You get it? Like, what we really doing it? We really,
yeah, but this is the point. You know what I mean? You don't qualify for what you want, innit? And the thing is, Ten Hag asked for power. He asked for full control. Ralph Rangnick got ran out. All of these things. You got everything you asked for and you haven't delivered. And now people are still trying to make a case for him staying under the new regime. Bro, you had an opportunity to stake your claim, and you could not do it, bruv. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is the problem, bro. This is the absolute problem. So when man want to back Ten Hag, allow it, bro. You had a chance to prove that you deserve to be here. You didn't. That's why when I'm seeing these dead Arteta comparisons, no. Even when Arteta was finishing 8th, he showed very early on, that there was a certain way that he wanted to play, and you at least saw the framework. It's the same way with Klopp, At the beginning, remember they were doing the Brendan Rodgers win percentage comparisons.
Yeah.
At the beginning, because he wasn't really going nowhere, but you could see that he implemented something and he bought time. Bro, you don't just give people time.
From the first game that we drew, but from the first game, I saw man pressing and man having to get subbed off 60 minutes, bro. Straight away. That you saw the gegenpress game 1. I was like, bro, this is different. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Danny Ings was getting game time. Because Danny Ings, like, people won't remember it, but Danny Ings was a press guy. He presses, bro. Danny Ings used to be a guy who would not stop running. Obviously, the injury slowed him down and his finishing dramatically improved. Obviously, hence why he got like 15 goals to 18 goals for Southampton in the league that one season. He just become a bagsman. But before he was a bagsman, bro, like, Klopp used to love Ings, bro, more than Origi in that, bro. More than Origi.
But this is why Pep preferred Jesus to Aguero.
Yeah. But then Aguero just said, "I'm too good." He said, "I'm too much of a bad man." You know what happened with that. But yeah, because Jesus suited the style.
Yeah, 100%. And this is why, bro. I'll be real, like these managers, early doors,
22.
For me, you know what you got to do, you have to prove yourself. Like I said on the Mandem show yesterday, guys. The average shelf life for a manager is 14 months in football, which means, yeah, within the first year as a manager, if you haven't created a style of play, if you haven't implemented, if you ain't put your fingerprints on this football team, expect your P45. You have 12 months to prove yourself. That's why I gave Ten Hag last season. And then, bro, towards the end of last season, I was like, this ain't it. And then I watched preseason. I was like, this ain't it. You've had your 14 months. I was Ten Hag out before 14 months. But the point is, look at play. Don't look at Klopp. Don't look at Wenger. Don't look at Sir Alex Ferguson. These men are anomalies. The problem is, yeah, you man want to look at managers at the top clubs. But usually the top clubs have the best managers. So you can't look at how long a man's in a job, yeah, and equate that. That's like the average NBA, the average NBA career is 4 years, bro. You don't look at LeBron James and think that 20 years is a normal shelf life in the NBA. It's not. It's not. When you're looking at these men that move around from team to team, these men that you don't really know about, bro, them man got 4 years to stack as much money as they want. And that's the same with managers. Everyone's looking at, oh yeah, but Sir Alex Ferguson got time. He had pedigree. And even when he wasn't winning, he would have been showing man something for them to buy into. That's why he didn't get sacked. Same goes for Wenger. Same goes for Klopp. Same goes for most of these managers, bro. You have to earn time, bro. Man's not going to look at a manager and just say, you know what, I'm going to give you 3 years, bro. No, the average shelf life is 14 months. So that means you got 14 months.
Yeah.
That's what you've got.
Well, in certain institutes, as I said, I feel like Liverpool are inclined to give managers a bit longer. I think Arsenal are inclined to give
but not necessarily. Not necessarily. If they're not doing well, you'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, because there's a baseline in it. There's a baseline. As I said, with Chelsea, there was once upon a time where sixth place was their baseline, where anywhere below fifth, sixth.
Yeah, but then they sacked Villas-Boas after 6 months.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But like now, bro, like I'm seeing man in 12th and whatever. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this a Chelsea thing because we've been through that. But yeah, man, I listen. The Ten Hag thing, I feel like we'll probably just end up going around and just reiterating how ignorant and do you know what the word is? I think that's what entitled. How entitled he is for something he ain't done. You know what I'm saying? He ain't done nothing to be entitled, but you think you deserve the world. As I said, it just reminds me as a Gad fam, like, you know what I'm saying? Hella entitlement for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, that one there never really ends well. At least now, that's the thing. Like my manager is leaving, and that's just one of my fears: getting a manager that's just mad entitled.
Yeah,
and he ain't done nothing yet. You know
yeah, but this is the thing. Like, I don't know. They're saying that Alonso wants Bayern or whatever. Would you take him? I think it's too early for him, regardless of what he does this season.
There's again because the three names are it's Amorim, Alonso. There was loose De Zerbi links about a month ago, but then now he's now looking.
Yeah, De Zerbi's never Liverpool, bro. It's Man United or Chelsea. I think he comes to us. I'm hearing Amorim or
Amorim or Alonso. But the thing is with Alonso, like what he's doing is absurd, isn't it? It is absurd. Like we can all admit that, unbeaten in all comps, looking to dethrone Bayern Munich after 11 straight years. It's similar to what Klopp.
What European competition are they in?
They're in Europa League. But it's similar to what Klopp was doing at Dortmund. But if you notice that Klopp came to Liverpool after being at Dortmund for like 3-4 years, bro. After 2 back-to-back Bundesligas and a cup in there and a Champions League final. You know what I'm saying? While having his man them teeth up for free and being monopolized. You know what I'm saying? We didn't take Klopp after his first successful year at Dortmund, did we?
Yeah.
We took him after his 4th year. So you're now looking at like, and I'm not trying to downplay anything that Alonso's doing. If in the ideal world, Rants, I'll be real, I would like Alonso's Liverpool job to be his 3rd job, bro. So if he goes Bayern, does his thing there, and then goes Liverpool, I'm like, yeah, we're fucking cooking now. We're cooking now. Man's done the deserve. He's done the pre-step where you're not quite managing the big bad institution, but then he's earned his way to get there. He's now managed a big institution in Bayern Munich, and now he's gone to Liverpool. That's the order I'd like it to be in. If he,
I said that, man called me a hater, bruv, when I said that.
No, because bro, like, I hate to say this, but Xavi won the league with Barca last year.
Bro, that's exactly what I said. So, bruv, not only did he win the league, but man beat Real Madrid 4-0, bruv.
Bro, I don't know if man actually freaked that game. I didn't see the whole 90, but I watched extended highlights.
I don't know what channel.
Straight mac and cheese, bro.
Yeah.
Man, watch that game. It was mac and cheese, bro. Them Madrid got moved to, bro. Oiled up and all of that. Pause. You get it? Them man got moved to. That was domination, fam. La Masia. Yeah. And then now, a year down the line, get him out settings. He don't feel appreciated and all of this. Like, listen, there's a few things that he can do. He can stay at Leverkusen for another year.
Yep. And then win the league again. Back-to-back leagues.
Because you know what's going to happen, though? For me, I feel like he has to make a move to Bayern Munich because his players are going to get teethed. He's not going to keep the players. And
then, but bro, the same thing happened to Klopp and he still won the league, innit? I swear he left Lewandowski.
Because you don't get... Like Jurgen Klopp was still managing at Mainz and that. Like, Jurgen Klopp, this ain't his first job. Dortmund weren't Jurgen Klopp's first job. If I'm not wrong, this is Xabi Alonso's first job, no? This is his first job.
First senior job. He was at Sociedad team, I think.
His first senior job. So maybe this is me underrating him. I don't back him to go back-to-back when his players get taken. Do you know how hard it is to refresh your players and go again next year in a league like the Bundesliga as well, by the way, where your team is, where you've got Guerrero, who was one of the best left-backs in the league, 7 years at Dortmund, going to your rivals on a free. Only in the Bundesliga, you know, where that fuckery's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like Liverpool beefing City for 7 years and Robbo just goes City, blood.
I know that, but bro, I'll be real, yeah? I know what you're saying, but fam, I'll be real. He has to be able to withstand that, bro. He has to be able to withstand that. As far as I'm concerned, yeah? He has to win the league this year. No. He has to win the league this year. Then he needs to retain the league. That's what he needs to do, bruv. Like, that's what he needs to do. Or if not retain the league, no, at Leverkusen, don't go Bayern, bruv. Because, win it at Leverkusen and say to the higher-ups, listen, yeah, if you want me to stay here, make sure I don't lose my players. And if one man has to go to balance the books, only one player goes. That's what you do. Because if you've won the league and you've won the league undefeated, if you've won the league undefeated, you've earned the right to dictate terms now. So what you do is you say, listen, we never win shit, bro. Man are calling them man Neverkusen, bruv, in Germany because they don't win nothing. So I win, bro. I win the league undefeated. If you man have to sell someone to balance the books and you don't, because they're owned by a pharmaceutical company, they got bare money, so they don't need to sell. So you say to them, yo, we're running this back and we're doing it again. I don't want to lose none of my players, and you're gonna give me some players to strengthen. Or if you need to sell someone to balance the books, you sell one player. You get rid of that one player. That's probably going to end up going to Bayern Munich, whatever. But then I replace that player and we go again. If you are going to let these men rip up my squad, like what they done to the Monaco squad, rip that Monaco squad up that had flipping Bernardo and the Bakayokos and all that. If you're going to rip up my squad like that, I'm going as well. That's all he needs to do. And then if he does go Bayern, he can say, you know what? These men were going to decimate my squad. Like, bro, my work here is done. You know, like that. But the first option should be stay there, prove it wasn't a fluke, do it again. Do your back-to-back thing, and then you're the Don. And even if you don't win the league, and Bayern win, but then you finish second and you have a good Champions League run, maybe get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, whatever, you can say, you know what? I done all right. But to jump ship straight and go to Bayern Munich, don't. That doesn't prove nothing to me. Because like you said about Xavi, bro, one season Xavi done the madness, and now them man are calling him the flipping Sangria Solskjaer and that, bro. Man's Ollie now. He's a bum now.
This is what I'm saying. The way it can flip. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want him to stay there. Like, I know, even if we're saying, cool, undefeated, you warrant all this power, but as I said, I've seen a better manager in Jurgen Klopp get torn, like his squad get torn apart. And not just torn apart. We don't speak enough about how can four of your best players just go to the ops? Well, three of them. You know what I'm saying? Götze was a World Cup winner, star boy, golden boy winner, bro. Yeah. Lewandowski is one of the greatest strikers of this generation, bro. Matt Hummels is arguably Germany's best centre back in the last 8-9 years. Really? He's better than Hummels. He's better German defender than Hummels in that Bundesliga. Yeah, no one better than Hummels. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Did anyone else go by Munich? Anyone else? Was it just them three?
Mats Hummels went Dortmund to Munich. He was supposed to come to Man United. LVG wanted Mats Hummels, and then we didn't get him.
And so that 2013 squad Rants got torn to shreds to the point where I think it was just Marco Reus that was left. Yeah, he said it in the comments. It was just Marco Reus that was left. You know what I'm saying? You know the picture of Will Smith when he's looking around and there's nothing left in the yard, fam.
Yeah,
it's that, bro. So when stuff like that goes on in Germany, I just think he has to be very careful with his choice. He's in a very good position, but one wrong decision, things could go left. Liverpool is a good move for him. I'm not going to act like Liverpool isn't a good move now, but I still think that if we're talking about optimal timing, I'd like either another year at Dortmund to show his success, to show he's really worthy, or if you're going to go to if you're going to go to Bayern, win the league like you should do, because winning the league don't mean nothing when you're the manager of Bayern. No one gives a dash. You can win the league and still get sacked. Win the league and go do something mad in the champs. Show me something in the champs. If he becomes the Bayern Munich manager, show me something mad in the champs. Show me something.
No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. But that's another reason why I don't go Bayern, because it's like Leverkusen have never, ever won the league. If you win the league with them and you stay, and then you back-to-back league it, that's worth 10 league titles at Bayern. That's worth 10 league titles at Bayern, bro. Because like you said, at Bayern, you can win the league and get sacked. Like, bro, there's no honor in going to Bayern Munich, bro. Bayern Munich's the tap-in. That's what it is, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And people will say, oh, yeah, but Bayern looks good on the CV. I disagree. Winning the league at Leverkusen looks way better on a CV than winning a league at Bayern Munich. Way better. It's just like Jose Mourinho's winning the treble at Porto would look way more better than winning the treble at Bayern Munich. Way better. Do you know what I mean? And he went from Porto to Chelsea. So winning it at Porto means more. Do you know what I mean? If Klopp had won what he won at Dortmund at Bayern Munich, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Sure.
And this is the point.
That's why.
So Alonso needs to stay where he is, ideally. Do you know what I'm saying? And not go to Bayern. But also, with that same energy, I think it's too early. No one wants to be the first man in the door after Klopp. Just like no one wanted to be the first in the door after Ferguson. Your next manager is not going to hit the ground running. He won't. He'll be the manager after that. Because that's what history tells you. Same with Arsenal.
I know.
They done Unai Emery. And then they done Arteta, bro. It's always the second guy.
It works with players. When Salah's gone, when Harry Kane left, when Henry left, when Rooney's gone, half of these men that have been gone for 7 years ain't even been replaced till now.
Yeah.
Mane ain't been replaced yet.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And success is same with the manager, same with the players. Same with, again, I think the only one you could actually say that got replaced properly was Sergio Aguero. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Now that I actually think about it.
Erling,
you could even say, you could even say that City's team was so good that whoever came in still probably would have had 15 plus.
100%.
You could even say that. It's just that Erling's an alien, so he's going to go get 40 in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think what I would say, though, is the one thing I would say that is the reason why we had this love affection with Alonso is because, as well, the Grimaldo and Frimpong thing, what they're doing, 20 G8, flying wingers with little defensive responsibility. You're looking at Trent going. Liverpool fans are looking.
Yeah, I know, but that football is not working in England, blood. You'll get ripped if you want to play like that in England, bro. There's no way. Them fullbacks playing like wingers. Yeah, you can do that in the Bundesliga. You ain't doing that here, bro. I'm telling you, one long ball, we're done. You're done.
I think it just depends. Again, I think to be fair, though, if you got Virgil, Konate, and can't even say Matt, will probably be gone. But if you can say Gomez is a left-sided centre back in a back three, you could look at. I still think stylistically, Liverpool have the players to play a back three. In it, we have the players to do it. I think if you look at McAllister, Rants, he's better in the pivot anyway. It's the Brighton thing, isn't it? He's better in the pivot. He's actually better in the pivot. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where I would have looked at the Caicedo signing and going, bro, Caicedo, McAllister pivot in the back three with flying wing back. Then, you know what I'm saying? That starts to all make sense. But
yeah,
I feel like Frimpong defensively, he'd get ruined. Like he's good going forward, but his thing's like a Lamptey thing. He's like a better Lamptey.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. I believe if Alonso comes to England, he would have to change some things. Because if you copy and paste that team here, he gets eaten.
But don't you think he's a bit too smart to just try copy and paste? I think he'd know.
Of course he is.
Just due to the change.
No, of course he's smart enough to make adjustments. But I'm saying we don't know if them adjustments work here, though.
Yeah,
we don't know if they work here. It's a risk, you know, like that. And you wouldn't want, your club, like one of your like club cult heroes, to come in, and be the fool guy after your manager. You almost want a David Moyes to just hold the licks until you get the right guy. You know, do you know what I mean? Come in and hold the licks for like 6 months. Someone that you don't care about. Yeah.
Bro, when Stevie was linked to the job here, I said, stay away from my club. Stay away from my club. Because you see the way man called Frank, Fat Frank. I said, yo, Fat Frank is brazen. For them to start calling Slippy Stevie, Stinky Steve and that.
Yeah, bro.
That cannot be my fan base doing that to my legend, bro. My legend, bro. Impossible. Stinky Steve, bro. Because that's what because if he has Liverpool finishing 6th, that's what they're going to be calling him, bro. You know,
but this is what I'm saying, bro. The next guy is going to be the fool guy, bro. This is always what happens. Always. Your next manager is not coming in and hitting the ground running. It's borderline impossible. He's got to deal with too many things. He's got to deal with.
I don't think he falls up. I think Liverpool go back to just being the top 14 for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think we just go in the, the 4th, 5th, 3rd.
I think so. Bubble. I think that's best case scenario. I think that's best case scenario for you lot, innit? I think that's great if that happens. Even if it means that you're just challenging for the domestic cups and you're in a top 4 race, but you're not challenging for the league. I'd say that's a decent little transitional period for you. Do you know what I mean?
Even being in the champs, but Rants, even if we're in the champs and we're only in the top 4 race, we can still win the Champions League and come 4th because that's Liverpool. That's Liverpool, bro. You know, we have that heritage.
Yeah, in one-off games.
One-off games. We will move mad, innit? So my worry is just that, bro. Like, come on, and I know you know this as well because you want Ten Hag out. So you're obviously looking at the deservers. You're looking at new managers yourself. So many of these men, like I look at it like the striker game now. The striker game in the world is a bit weak now.
It's mid, bro.
It's mid. I kind of look at that with the managers now. Like before, you're looking at candidates, and obviously I know Mourinho's out there, but you'll get the Mourinho's, the Ancelottis, and you're seeing real dark, real GOAT managers around sniffing around for jobs. When you're looking for a new manager and you're hearing names, no disrespect, Alonso, Amorim, guys that are in their first year of their job, guys that are doing their thing in the Portuguese league, looking at big institutional movements. Maybe it's just a shift in time. Maybe it's a shift in football where, as I said, the Ancelottis and that aren't moving the other way now and you're getting the new guys in. But it still scares the life out of me, bro. It scares the life out of me because it's so easy for these guys to do like a Potter. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like guys who deserve the big move. Let's be honest. Potter deserved the move. It wasn't a massive movement. He deserved the move. But
he did.
When you deserve a move, it doesn't mean like, bro, again, holding the licks. A David Moyes, he done well enough to get a move. You can do well to get a move in this manager thing.
bro. And David Moyes earned it because I swear he done double figures years at Everton, bro. I think he's the second longest serving Premier League manager of all time. So it's not like Moyes never done his apprenticeship. Moyes done more than earned a chance to coach at a top team, bro.
100%.
He done more than
as I said. Same with Potter. De Zerbi's time is now. I think De Zerbi's time to manage a big club is now. You know what I'm saying? His team's been decimated, whatever, and you know what I'm saying. Now it's so, and I agree with like managers like Ange. I'll be real. Spurs have hit the jackpot with my man. If he gets backed,
but you know what people are overlooking with Ange. You know what people are overlooking with Ange Postecoglou? What? English language, bro. He's Australian. You know them, man. The Brer speaks English.
Yeah.
Perfect. His communication's perfect. Do you know what I mean? Culturally, they're very similar to Englishman as well. So he's like an English manager, but he's not English, bruv. You know, like that. So when he's going in there and he's speaking to these men and his mannerisms and his aura and everything like that, he's very direct. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like having an English manager. It's not the same as going in and getting an Amarim, for instance, that might be coming through with his backroom staff and interpreters and all these other things. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, man's English is his first fucking language. Even when you look at what Levy said, when they interviewed Ten Hag, he was like, nah, bro, can't vibe with man. Man's dry. Man can't vibe with him. Culturally, there was a disconnect. In terms of energy, there was a disconnect. It's like having an Englishman when you got Ange Postecoglou. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why his charisma, his banter, all of these jokes and that is very much like having a homegrown manager, even though he's not homegrown. And these things matter. These things fucking matter, bro. So it's one of them ones where not only has he got good tactics and a good attitude, but he can convey himself in a way that's very relatable to a lot of the players. That shit matters. And that's why if you've got a good English manager at an English team, if it all goes well, these players will run through a brick wall for these Donnies, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because that's how the shit goes. This is how the shit goes. Ange is the best of both.
Sometimes you make it a lot harder than it seems. I'm saying sometimes I feel like we do overcomplicate it at the same time where, bro, if you get the players on board, more time, even though your players aren't the most talented or you don't have the most money to spend, if you can get your players to simply run through a brick wall for you, you know you've done 60% of your job. I'd even say 75% of your job.
It's more than that. I'd say it's like 80, 90%, bro. I'll be honest. That's what it is. That's how Sean Dyche and these men always keep teams up. It's organization and getting players to buy into what the game plan is. That's it.
Yeah. Because remember, these men, let's keep it about. Half of these men earn more than their managers, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Man earn more money. Half of these men earn more money than their managers, bro. So, as I said, men are still human beings. I know that man whispering, I can guarantee there are men in certain change rooms that look at their manager like they're fucking idiots, bro. Like you're an idiot. I earn more money than you, and you don't know what you're doing, but you're still here because you know what I'm saying. We're good enough. We're good enough to vibe.
Yeah, but when you like managers, that never happens. And this is why I say people need to understand rapport. Rapport. The reason why Ten Hag is dusted is he's not likable. Ange is likable. Do you know what I'm saying? Ange's got that personality, mad likable by everyone. The media. That's why the media don't get onto him, bro. Because the media never liked Conte. They never liked Mourinho. They don't get onto Ange, bro, because the Brer he's got mad charisma, bro. And also, they kind of see themselves in him because he's a native English speaker and he refers to the media like a local. So because of that, straight away, he don't get the same pressure on him that other men that are stuttering and, do you know what I mean, using the wrong words and that. Because, bro, that's human beings are like that. You always connect better with people that feel like they're from where you're from, bro. That's just how it is, bro. It's always going to be that way. Familiarity, bro. Like, it's just straight up. It's just why a certain man, it's just like as a black man, when you're in certain spaces and there's more black people, you're going to feel more comfortable by default. By default. Even if they don't even speak the same language as you, it's like, yo, that Donny looks like me. That'll do. You know, like that. It's crazy, bro. And the thing is, he feels like he's from here, even though he's not from here. So he's not gonna get cooked the way man that are not from here get cooked, bro. Because he's relatable. So when he's running banter with these men and they're asking him stupid questions about how do you play fantasy football, they're not gonna ask Conte that.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
You get the dirtiest side of that.
But that's what I mean. They're not gonna say, "Oh, Conte, I got fucking Hazard in my fantasy team. Should I take him out?" Bro, they're not gonna say that to Conte, but they'll say that to Ange, and he's like, "Do what you want, mate." You know what I mean? He don't give a fuck. But they'll ask him that question because they feel comfortable enough to ask him that question. And that's exactly what it is. He's so relatable. These other men are not relatable. And if he's relatable to the media, he'll be relatable to the players. Ange looks like the kind of manager you can just knock on his door, go in his office and just chop it up with him and just say, "Oh, you know what? This is how I'm feeling about this." And he's going to give you a straight answer. And then both of you lot know what it is and you can leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, those are the managers that you run through a brick wall for. This is it. And that's the man that you know you can knock on their door.
And that's what I mean by like the likability factor. I'm a strong believer. I just generally think that Ten Hag ain't liked, bro.
Yeah, he's not liked. Bro, but how can you like him as a player? When you see his press conferences, how can you as a player feel like you like this, bro? I can probably count on my hand the amount of Man United players, that could go into Ten Hag's office and have a normal conversation with this bro about life. He looks like the most miserable, boring person on the planet. What would you want to talk to this guy about?
Yeah, true.
Bro, what do you want to talk to him about? How can you go out to battle with someone that you can't even sit down and have a drink with? I can imagine man could sit down with Ange and have a drink, have a beer, and chop it up. You can't do that with Ten Hag, bro.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why likability is underrated. Like, as I said, I feel like I said the same thing to Jurgen Klopp. It's a family thing with him. You get it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when you lost the Champions League final, he was out with the fans getting drunk, bruv.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Man was all dancing and that. But the thing is, though, the difference is, though, you still have to go and win. You still have to go and win to an extent because anyhow we lost the Champions League final after that, that video would have resurfaced and we would have been the laughing stock on our Arteta.
No, but you lot got to 2 Champions League finals. You got to 2 Champions League finals. And even after you lost, because you lost the first one. After you lost the first one, man was still out with the fans, bro. He was still out with the fans. Because he's a G like that. Because he was like, we're here now. These men have traveled all the way here. So we're going out. We'll go out and have a few drinks and that. And then when you lot won it, he was out getting smoked. He was smashed. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, he's relatable, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, your fans look at him and they're like, yeah, cool, he's one of us, bro. Win, lose, or draw, he's out with us. Like, that's that's what it is, bro. That's why there's an affinity, bro. People need to overthink things in football all the time, bro. If you like somebody, whether it's at your day job or whatever, if you like someone, you're gonna do more for them, and they won't have to ask you, bro. They won't need to ask you. And that's what it is with managers, bro. If managers are likable first and foremost, they have half a chance. If you give a likable manager good players, he'll win things. Because the players will take it on themselves to do what they need to do.
I think if you're not likable, you have to be tactically elite in it. To the point where regardless of whether players like you or not, even if they won't necessarily run for a brick wall, there's just too much quality.
And that's Pep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just But I still think the players rate Pep. But it's more it might not be such a let's go have a beer. Not all of them. Yeah, definitely not all of them. It's not so much a let's go have a beer likable factor all the way. I think some of it is just, this man's too cold. I just have to respect it. You know how there's fear and respect?
No, but bro, you know what it is, Look at Pep. You look at Pep, look at Jose, look at Carlo, Pep and Jose, there's loads of players that don't like them. You never hear players come out and say, oh, Carlo Ancelotti's see you next Tuesday. Never. Because, bro, every single player that Carlo has, he just treats them all the same. Pep and Jose are likable for people that like them, but they're also the kind of manager, if they don't rate you, they treat you like shit as well, bro. Like, they always say, that Jose don't talk to the subs, Pep don't talk to the subs or people that aren't playing. You know, like that. Carlo speaks to everyone.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like when these men are there,
it's that notion though, right? It's like in school where everyone knows the one teacher that's bedrooms with all of the youths, like you know the young teacher that's all that's cool and that. But then but let's be honest, bro. We all had that one strict teacher that most kids didn't like. But if the strict teacher liked you, that was your favorite teacher, bro.
Yeah,
you was
bro. I had that. I had that.
You know
I was cool. I was cool with all the teachers, bro.
That's Jose Ancelotti and them, and that's the strict teacher where it's
but Carlo's thing is different, bro.
Respect.
No, I hear it. But that I never heard no one say no bad word about Carlo. No one though. That's the difference. Universally, man, understand that he's a great guy. Even though he wants to win, he's a great guy first, isn't it? Like Pep and Jose are only great guys if they like you. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not the same. Because like even I think it was Rudiger. He said like when he signed for Real Madrid, Carlo turned up to his yard, bro. Like and had dinner with his family, bro. And he was thinking, why is man here? Like he just turned up at his yard to welcome him, ended up chilling, having dinner with his family. Like them kind of things are mad because Rudiger's not. It's not like he's a Galactico or nothing. It's not like man was pulling out the red carpet for a superstar signing. Rudiger look at himself like, yo, I'm just a normal player. Like, why is he here? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, man came around his house, and them man were all like, them man were doing up barbecue and that, and he was thinking, right, like this is mad, like this is crazy. Whereas normally, maybe a manager might do that for Mbappe or something. Oh, let's make him feel welcome. Man, don't have to do that for someone like Rudiger.
But
do you know what I'm saying?
But that's and man was on a free, and the fact that, but that's what gets your player to go to put the extra foot in, or to put their head in front of a football, like on a JT thing where your head's just you're putting your head in front of a man's boot.
But this is the point, and this is what people need to understand: the human element of the game sometimes, is more important. If you've already got good players, your job as a manager is just to get all of your good players, playing at their maximum. That's what Alex Ferguson did. He weren't no tactical genius, bruv. He just knew how to get the maximum out of every single player he had. That's all it was, bro. Like, this guy ain't no tactical genius. That's why he ain't produced not one good manager. Not one. All of Fergie's fledglings have been failures as managers because what he has, can't be replicated. Do you know what I'm saying? It can't be replicated. There's no handbook here for what Alex Ferguson did because he is the blueprint. There is he couldn't even give it to his son. His son's a shit manager. You know, like that. Bro, as a parent, bruv, look what Floyd Mayweather Sr. done with Junior and look what Alex Ferguson done with his son.
Yeah.
Bro, like, what do you mean? Like, Alex Ferguson's son's meant to be the best fucking manager on the planet, but he's not. Do you know what I'm saying? He couldn't even manage in the Premier League. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by when man inherit, it goes way beyond any of that. As you said, it goes way beyond any of that because it's the likable factor. I feel like one thing I'll say about Xabi Alonso is that I think Mourinho said it. He was managed by Mourinho, he's managed by Ancelotti, managed by Benitez, and managed by Pep. As well.
Yeah, and his dad was a coach as well.
Yeah, and his dad's a coach as well. So he has all the credentials to be a manager. Again, Xabi Alonso doesn't give me Ange likability vibes. He gives me tactical genius vibes where, he has that kind of aura. Man has the slick back hair to the side. Man don't wear no tie, but he's always in the V-neck or he's wearing
it's the Zidane vibes, bro. When man just turns up to the training ground and pings 40-yard balls on that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is what I'm saying. So, and the fact that man can probably turn up to training with the boys, do the strict manager thing, and then have a free kick draw them after and still win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the players are looking, you know what I'm saying? So, with all that put together, I think he is the real deal. But again, with the Liverpool,
he needs time. He needs time, though.
Yeah, exactly that. But don't get me wrong, though, Flex. Sorry, Rants. I feel like it's one of those things where you need to. I said it's so easy for these men to fuck up, bro. I can't get what I saw from Xabi Alonso out of my head, bro. So Xabi from Barcelona, I can't get what I've seen from Xabi and the way he's been dashed under the bus. I can't get that out of my head, and I don't want that for him because just like Gerrard, Xabi Alonso, I wouldn't say is a Liverpool legend, but he's a cult hero. He's one of the best midfielders we've had in our dark times, darker-ish times.
Yeah, but this is it. But they're trying to make it out like a lot of Liverpool fans are trying to turn him into your Steven Gerrard now. Yeah, in hindsight, because Liverpool fans like to feel things. They're the most. Your club is just passion merchants, similar to ours, innit? But more so you lots, the Scousers and that, bro. They love a love story, innit? And that's what it is. And the Alonso's their love story. But I just don't think it's the right time.
But emotions or not, though, bro, we need to win, fam. And it's like, remember, for every year you're not winning, I've always said this, for every year you're not winning, your rivals are winning something, innit?
Yeah.
And that's what you have had to deal with us. Every year without Fergie, that you man ain't been winning, you had to watch us win something. Or you've had to go watch City win something. Or, God forbid, watch Arsenal win something.
Oh.
Again, actually, you know that's
because if we're not winning, because if we're not winning something, that means our ops are winning. Facts.
Yeah.
And there's only so many times you can watch that.
Yeah, like I'm lucky enough that even though we've been dunked on so many times by City, no one gives a fuck. If that shit was United or Arsenal, I have to bury my head.
More painful. Yeah.
I got bro. God and the worst thing is I like Arsenal as an institution, by the way. As an institution, I like the way they run, the culture, whatever. Saka, cool, whatever. You see that fan base, you see them man over there. Yeah. Bro, and even as a London Liverpool fan, understand as a United, come on, bro. Right, as a United fan, as a London man, you know what comes with Arsenal success. You know what comes with that. These men have been chatting shit from when they were 8th. These men have mouth when they were 8th.
Yeah, but their thing's not serious though. I'll be honest, bro.
It's not, bro. But it's like, let's not act like they can't go and win inside. They can. Fall-offs can happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just go back to the manager thing. Liverpool are gonna regress, and this is why you, man, should be angry because Liverpool are now gonna take a step back, most likely, whether it's for 2 years or it's for 5 years, we don't know yet. And you've got Ten Hag dilly-dallying, bro. Get that man out. Get him out as soon as possible and rise while we are. Let's be honest, we're probably gonna take a bit of a sleeping giant. Rest. You know what I'm saying? Because the Premier League pool is very small right now. You've seen 2 teams win the Premier League in the last 6 years.
That's crazy when you deep it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not like 5 of them have been City, 1 of them have been Liverpool. And even when City have looked like they might not win it, it would have been Liverpool anyway. So it's not like anyone else was there. And let's be honest, you don't want it to go be Arsenal because they're the closest next.
Yeah.
Looking like the next up, you don't want it to be Arsenal. No one wants it to be Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one speaks about their 20-year drought.
Yeah, no one does. No, 100%. Yeah, no one wants it to be Arsenal.
There's Arsenal fans who are 20. They are 20-year-old Arsenal fans. You know what I'm saying? They'll be quick to talk about my 30 years. But I don't make 20 years okay. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna just as I said, this City game. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's annoying because I love it for I love it for like Liverpool to be full strength and City to be full strength. I love that. I'd love because then it's like cool, no excuses, pound for pound, two heavyweights going at it. But I feel like because we're at home, it kind of makes up for some of the absentees that we have. You know what I'm saying? Trent has a hard time. Go.
Yeah, facts. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes, bro. I'll be honest, bro. I mean, and then obviously we'll catch up. Catch up next week.
City for the win, by the way. Do you have City for the win at Anfield, or what do you reckon?
Yeah. I think they're gonna beat you. I think they're gonna beat you still. I just think your injuries.
Not enough.
I don't think you have enough to beat Man City, bro. The thing is, they man tell you about the blue shark blood, and it's that time of year. Do you know what I mean? Where they're just going for blood, and the form of Phil Foden as well. Like I just feel like they've got a battery in their back at the moment. I don't know what their record is at the moment in terms of like how many wins out of whatever, but I just feel like they just keep winning, bro. Like I just feel like they ain't lost a game in so long, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting to see. I think that Liverpool have to be at full strength to beat Man City, and they're not. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. City don't win at Anfield, which is why I believe they're winning at Anfield this weekend, because every time City are up against it, they do it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, we've seen City have to go to Stamford Bridge and win, and then they just win. And this is when Chelsea were good. You know, like that. Like, whenever Man City need to go somewhere and get a job done, bro, last season they had to go to the Emirates and win. What did they do? They just went there and won. And they went there and won well. Like, when they need to, when they need to go and win certain places, they just do it, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're gonna outplay Liverpool and batter them or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they're just gonna grind the result out because that's what they need.
Do you reckon that's real heritage now?
Yeah. They're real champions. Remember, their manager's Pep, one of the most decorated managers ever. And they've got champions in that team. Everyone in that team pretty much has won something somewhere, bro. They're a team full of winners, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, this is their Champions League final. They'll be looking at the game against Liverpool as their Champions League final. They'll be looking at Arsenal at the Emirates as their Champions League final. They're going to look at these as one-off finals. And these men are champions of Europe at the moment. So they'll be approaching these games like cup finals.
No, I agree. I thought, as I said, now that, and because obviously we got a Europa League game today, so we'll see what like the fitness is saying, innit? Like,
that's it.
I'm still even shook for another injury. There are little nuances here because, bro, man, I in Prague and that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's still little instances here.
That's what I mean. You still got this game today as well, and like, bro, you don't want to pick up no injuries tonight either.
Yeah, like I'm not confident, but I'm gonna back the man then because, bro, the table don't lie. We're first for a reason, and I think people need to always remember that we're first for a reason. Table don't lie, but I think if we're gonna beat City, it's gonna be one of the most memorable wins in years. If we get the City,
that'll be massive. That'll be scenes if you do that, because that'll be like a lot of Liverpool fans might look at it and say, "Yo, that's one hand on the title potentially." If you beat Man City,
a little bit early for that, but I'll be saying, trust me, next Thursday, if we get 3 points, Rants, I'll be saying some mad stuff.
No, I hear it.
Mad stuff.
I hear it, bro. I absolutely hear it.
Like when we beat City 3-2 when Coutinho scored.
Yeah.
When Coutinho's mad stuff, I was saying mad stuff.
I hear
mad
it.
stuff when that happened, bro. So yeah. Now I'm still a bit humble, a bit more humble at the moment. I'm not used to, it's
big up. You know, said the table don't lie unless it's Arsenal. Facts, because you know they can always crumble, blood. Them man been apple crumbling Arsenal, so you already know what it is, people. But nice lit, man. You lot, we're gonna redirect to MONTS' channel. Make sure you subscribe as well. The link is in the title, and obviously I saw what you man was saying about Declan Rice as well. He's getting cooked online, bro. Someone sent me some picture of this gal and that, because his gal's a dead thing. Them man are killing him, bro.
Dead, like.
The streets are horrible, man. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying.
Could be childhood sweetheart though, like.
But this is what it is. But this is why you don't get locked in too early, man. You know what I mean? You don't get locked in too early, especially when you know that you're gonna be the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is exactly what happens, bro. I can't lie. He's getting corks now. The streets are evil, bruv. And like, you know them ones there, man them don't ask to be in the spotlight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and man them don't ask to be in the spotlight, bro. And this is what I'm saying.
Where it's like, do you want to be loved by a 10-10 who loves you for who you are, or do you want to be loved by a dead thing who loves you for you?
That's it, bro. And this is exactly what I'm saying.
Bro, it's tough.
Like, bro, like he's with a thing, yeah, that loves him, yeah. For who he actually is. She's probably been with him, yeah, from the beginning when he never had nothing. Do you know what I mean? She does everything for him. She caters to man, waits on him hand and foot, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where, unfortunately, and this is why I keep saying, yeah, man, them, your gal, yeah, is man, them always see a man's woman as a status symbol. This is the reason why all the F1 tycoons and that always have Victoria's Secret models, bro. Like, because man understand that. That's when they talk about trophy wife, bro. Like, literally, yeah, man, them, all the man them that do the best in life, yeah, they hoard resources, bro, and they see your gal as a resource, blood. That's what she is, bro. You got money, you got a house, you got car, you meant to have the gal as well. So when man's with a dead thing, people are looking at it like, yo, the maths ain't mathing. So it's a hard life, bro, for these man. It's a hard life for these man, but bro,
you can't win because more time, bro. I'm telling you, can't, because even if your thing is 10, we're talking creme de la creme. First thing a man's gonna say, man, let him lose his peace. He's losing his child.
She's gone.
He's losing his child. He's losing his house. He's losing everything. High risk, high reward. You know what I'm saying? Then, and this is why, even if your thing's needy, it's slime. Even if she's like needy, where like it's not dead, clean up on a good day, it's not good enough. Not good enough. You're a baller. How's the thing needy? Like, that's the bro. You can't win. You can't win. And you know how hard it is to find that thing that's in this day and age, that's levels and like see for you. Pond is shallow, bro.
But that's what I mean. That's what people need to understand. But at the same time, man saying, yeah, like someone's partner's no one's business. That's the truth. But whether you like it or not, when you're in the public eye, yeah, there's a lot of things that's no one's business, yeah, that people make their business.
Oh, yeah.
I don't make the rules. She's everyone's, bro. She belongs to the public, bro. Because Declan Rice belongs to the public. So by extension, she does as well. Do you know what I mean? And this, unfortunately, this is just how life is, bro. Like, we don't make the rules, innit? So this is exactly the reason. If you look at a lot of these celebrity relationships, yeah, that are public, most of them don't last, bro. You get the odd anomalies like Jay-Z and Beyonce and that are married, have kids, and they've been together for ages. But most of the time,
bro, man, that's just good PR, though. You know that's good PR.
Yeah, but bro, forget the PR for a second, yeah? Look how many times J-Lo's been married, divorced, this, that, bro. Like, in my life, J-Lo must have been with at least 20 different men. And that's the point, yeah? The average celebrity don't hold that lives their relationships in the public eye. It don't last. To think that Kim's longest relationship was with Kanye, bro, and they got kids. But now she's back out in the streets being passed around. Like, this is just what it is, bro. You got to understand that most of these things, when they live in the public eye, these kind of relationships do not work, bruv. They don't work. It's the ones where my man just keeps his gal out the public eye, does his own thing. You don't know who is him. These are the guys that are married and have all those other things, bro. Like, it's crazy. Most people don't know. The man them that are happily married, most people don't know what their wife looks like, who their wife is, bro. Do you know what I mean? If Denzel's wife was sitting next to me on the train, I wouldn't know who she is.
But that's it though. I feel like wasn't Kanye most happy when no one knew who that other one? And then I remember the one with the blonde short hair. Like, no one really knew who she was until one video surfaced of her. One video, long, and it's gone left. Right again, but remember though, these are the relationships that man are looking at. Not even that. A lot of gal are looking at and go, "Oh my days, goals. Oh my days, is this and that." Telling you, like, you want to look at. I know it sounds mad. The Ben Fosters and the Milners and that. What does Milner's missus look like? What does James Milner's missus look like?
No idea.
You would never know. You would never know. You see what I'm saying? Probably, I'll be real. She's probably a 7.
Yeah. Probably not even that, but who cares? You know them ones there.
Yeah, but again, privacy, but it's so hard to be private, even as how about this? Even in the YouTube game, it's not just footballers and rappers, bro. Even in the YouTube game, bro, your career comes with being in the public. So more time, you get it, bro. Like,
yeah, but bro, but this is why I don't post nothing. You know them ones that I don't post nothing personal, bro, on my Instagram, bro. You go on my Instagram feed, I'm in the gym or I'm letting you know, yeah, when the next show's out. I ain't posting nothing on there, bro, because people need to understand, yeah, that how valuable like privacy is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why when I see certain man that are super famous, they can't go nowhere. I know that, bro. I think, bro, that's like being in prison for me. I can't think of the biggest punishment you can give me, yeah, is taking away my privacy.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why a lot of men can't handle fame. To be fair,
Yeah.
And what happened to Marcel's girl with Ray Sherman and that stuff like that?
Yeah,
just
there
like
you
that.
go.
Let's be real in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like most people's business when it comes to celebrities, you know, it's just normal people shit. But because they're celebrities, that stuff is
amplified.
Amplified, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships, like this sounds mad to say in it. But in a lot of relationships, there are physical fights, bro. Physical fights.
Yeah, bro, a lot of them.
Relationships have physical fights. We all know, like, not from my own experience, but
yeah, but you know people that have been in them things, bro. I know I got brethren whose gal pulled knives on them and that.
Yeah, but let that be. Let her have 100K on the ground, and he's a baller. One of them's going jump, or one of them getting their use taken away. It's peak, and you're having an example made of you for the next 20 years. You see it?
100%. And this is why, man, them just need to just don't assume that you know people's business. You know them ones. I see someone comment on one of my videos saying, "Oh, Rants, you're speaking about a small minority of high value men like CR7 and Messi have all the money and they don't cheat on their girls." Like, bro, do not assume, yeah, that you know what these men are doing in their private life, because you know a lot of these celebrities have got NDAs, all these other things, bro. It's even the same with Declan, yeah. Man are laughing at his gal, but bro, he could well have an agreement, yeah, with his gal that man can do whatever he wants. He might be outside mashing down 10s, flipping 11s, and then coming home to his wife that knows exactly what it is, looks after the youths them, and make sure his things patterned. Lives a happy life, you know. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what arrangement these men have, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know what arrangement these men have. You don't know, yeah, what CR7's doing, bro. You don't know, because there was rumors that man was mashing down brothers and that. You know them ones. I seen, but there's rumors that he had a boyfriend and that. You man don't know what this bread's doing from what he's not doing. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know if Messi ain't flipping chopping down next things, bro. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. Like David Beckham's been chopping down things his whole marriage, bro. Man know that. So at the end of the day, yeah, allow it. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow it. Even gigs, when my man get caught, there was the super injunctions and the injunctions and that. The gigs thing almost never nearly came out, bro, because they got peer people signing things and all that. So you don't know who's doing what.
This is it, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, you know what I'm saying? This is, bro. Don't worry, man. I'm tuning into the next grilling, man. When it happens, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, trust me, bro. 10 p.m. we go again, people. You don't know the 10 p.m. we go again for the premiere. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna redirect now to MONTS' channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. I'm back with Musa at 7 o'clock, people, for Red Talk. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. And yeah, man will catch you guys